Hello, my dear student. Lecture number 2, chapter number 2, polynomials. Now, in this lecture, I am going to explain you the geometric meaning of the zeros cubic polynomial. So, you know geometric meaning of the word zeros of polynomial with degree 2. Now, this is a cubic polynomial. There are at the most 3 zeros or any cubic polynomial. Okay, so if degree is 3, then zeros, number of zeros are also what 3. In general, given a polynomial px of degree n, the graph of y is equal to px intersects the x-axis at the most n points. So therefore a polynomial px of degree n has at the most n zeros. Okay, so this relation you remember. Now for more explanation, I will take some example from exercise 2.1. Question number 1. The graph of px are given below. Find the number of zeros of px. Now this you try to understand. This is a basic question. Now this is a figure 1. Here this is a graph of line which intersect the y-axis but not x-axis, and in this case there is no zero. Okay, then in this case this is a curve given. In this curve intersect y-axis and what x-axis, and therefore the number of zeros is equal to 1. So here for this graph there is what only 1 zero. Then in third figure, this is a curve given and this curve intersect x-axis and point, this point, this point and this point. That means there are 3 points, and therefore for this graph there are 3 zeros. Now in this case, this is a graph parabola upward open, so intersect at x-axis at 2 point, and therefore there are what 2 zeros. Now here in this figure, this is a curve given and this curve intersect x-axis at what 4 points, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So therefore there are 4 zeros, and in this case this is a curve intersect or what touches the x-axis. So this is what, this is a intersecting point, this is a touching point, this is also touching point. Okay, this curve also intersect y-axis, but only the zeros are what this. So there are what 3 points. So this is point 1, point 2, point 3, and hence for this curve there are 3 zeros. Okay, so this point, this question is basic. Try to understand. Now then, I will explain you relation between zeros and coefficients. So quadratic polynomial. If alpha and beta are the 2 zeros of the quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, then sum of the zeros means alpha plus beta, sum of the zeros is equal to minus b upon a, and the product of zeros is equal to alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. If alpha and beta are the zeros of quadratic equation, then equation in the form of alpha and beta is ax square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. So for quadratic polynomial, this is the relation between the zeros and what coefficient. So sum of the zeros alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a, and product of zeros is equal to alpha into beta is equal to c upon a. So these points are very important. This you by heart remember, okay? And now this means what? If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic quadratic equation, means alpha and beta are the what zeros of polynomial is given, then you can write that polynomial. So in this way, x square minus into bracket sum of the zeros into x plus product of what two zeros is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation when alpha and beta means zeros are given. For example, find the quadratic equation, the sum and the product of whose zeros are minus 3 and 2. So solution, alpha plus beta is equal to minus 3 and alpha into beta is equal to 2 given, and therefore quadratic equation in variable x is x square minus sum of this alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0, and therefore x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0, and therefore x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. This is the required quadratic polynomial when alpha plus beta is given and alpha into beta is given. Okay. Then try to understand for cubic polynomials. If alpha, beta and gamma cubic polynomial is there, and therefore there are what three zeros. So if alpha, beta, gamma are the zeros of the cubic polynomial, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, this is a general form of cubic polynomial, then alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b upon a, alpha beta plus beta alpha beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c upon a, and alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus d upon a. So this relation is very important. This you by heart, okay? Cubic polynomial. If alpha, beta, gamma are given, then you can write cubic polynomial as x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma x square plus alpha into beta plus beta into gamma into alpha into bracket. So this is all into bracket x minus alpha beta gamma. This gives you the cubic polynomial. So in this case, these all the relations you have to by heart. Okay. Now today it is enough. Thank you for watching this video. Hello my dear student, I request you please subscribe to our channel so that you will get regular notification when a new video is uploaded. Please like, share and comment if you have any question regarding this topic. Thank you. Take care.